The gentleman came to pick up his watch here. It's always a great moment. I present the watch in the parks and he put it at his wrist and we made pictures and he looked at me and said, you know how long I wait for that? I just have to check on my list. He told me, no need. 6 years I wait. And I felt ashamed. He said, don't be ashamed. Every day was a pleasure to wait. At school I was not so sharp. I was more thinking about girlfriends than mathematics. My parents told me at the age of 15 I could leave normal school to learn a profession. I wanted to learn mechanic. And at the exam they told me, your hands are working fine, but the mathematics are not so good. So you are just good enough to be a watchmaker. The first month you make your tools, your own tools. You create something, and then you start to make your school watch. And when your two first gears meshing together, it's just magic. And since then, I never came out. And I love what I'm doing. I'm independent since 1978. First year I learned the most by restoring all complicated watches. Most of the watches I restore were basically made in the Vallée de Joux. That pushed me to say, why not start again? So it's what I did with some old tools from 1900. My first movement was a Grandson-Ray mini repeater. Everybody used to tell me, nice, carry on, but nobody ordered me anything. They say, why don't you work with a brand? And I proposed that to AP and they ordered me 5 watches. It was 5 years work because it took me about 2,000 hours to make a watch. Then I say, okay, I want to make again a new try. So I say, I have to do something special. So the Grandson-Ray mini repeater was never made in wrist size. It took me 2.5 years to make the first wristwatch like that. And I launched my brand in '92. Then in '96 I launched the duality. You have 2 balances, 2 escapements working together. Every error of each balance is divided by the fact they're working together. I have today 64% who want one. So my answer is maybe, because I don't know how and when I can do it. The Simplicity was launched in 2000. First I was planning to make 100 watches and it was a lot of success, so I make another 100. Last November, the last one was delivered, so it took me about 12 years to make 200 watches. It's always surprising, a Swiss guy from the Vallée de Joux telling you that the best chronograph ever made, for my humble opinion, it's German, is a datograph. When you look at it, it's a lot of emotion because you can realize the amount of added value you have by handwork. Not every watch can be done that way because probably we don't have the hands to do that anymore. But sometimes we can improve a little bit. And I think it's our chance to survive. We are here today, we have to try to be here tomorrow in terms of finishing and quality.